So I always wanted my own dragon. A boy and his dragon.
Welcome to the preview video for the January Phat Fiber Sampler Box. Everything that you see in this video will be in our super box. We'll do a giveaway on the Ravelry group. Take a look over on Ravelry to see what we're talking about, because it's a great box. This box will have everything in the video, so it'll have every sample from every contributor that you see today in that box. Otherwise, these are the samples that could be in your Phat Fiber box. It's absolutely beautiful. Can't wait to show you. So let's get started.
Dragons and fantasy this month.
First we have winemakerssister. These look like they're about a medium, small to medium ring. If you go to her shop, she can even put on the little lobster claws if you do crochet instead of knitting.
Dragon stitch markers with balls. That's not going in the video.
Next we have DyeForYarn, and this is 100% silk, and she titled it Julia's Death, and this is lace weight. I really love the way that this color shows. I think this would make a gorgeous shawl.
Oh, this is the cool stainless steel stuff.
Holly from Blue Barn Fiber sent us a really fun, unique fiber. This is stainless steel, 100% stainless steel, and it is spinnable. But what she said some people will do is needle felt it into the tips of the gloves they've knit, and then you can use your electronic devices because it's conductive. Tammy from DesignsbyTami sent us in a necklace for the super box, but it's a dragon's eye, and these are on the little stitch markers that are in each of the boxes this month, in many of the boxes this month.
Took me a second. At first, I thought it was Sauron's eye, but then it has a depth of love and greed, so it's a dragon.
Dawn from Bristle Ridge Alpacas sent us in this blend of fiber into these little beautiful braids. There's a hint of red in here, green and blue. And this is alpaca, merino silk, and Angelina. And she called it Mardi Gras Dragon. Bring that in real close so you can see how pretty that is. Jess from Broadway Creations sent us in this beautiful roving. You can see all the different grade tones in there of green and blue. And there's even a bit of a golden brown right here. This is based on the Shannara Chronicles, and it's merino fiber. But I think it's really soft and luxurious.
The Shannara Chronicles on merino. Yeah, I can hear the Elfstone singing.
Jessica at Chaleur hand-dyed yarns sent us some nice tans, soft green, cream color in here. A really beautiful worsted weight, and this is superwash Highland wool. And on her site, on her Etsy store, she always puts an inspiration photo next to the yarn, which I find really fun. It's inspired by the Lord of the Rings.
By Lothlorien. Oh no, it is Lothlorien. I read a lot of fantasy books. Lothlorien. It's a big one. I think I captured it. It's all elfy and airy and...
Carol from FellviewFibres sent us these beautiful deep red and golden and orange rolags that she says were inspired by Fafnir's heart. Fafnir is the dragon that was slain by Sigurd in the saga of Volsungs. Like most dragons, was guarding a huge treasure. However, when Fafnir was slain by Sigurd, his heart was removed and roasted.
It's because the red dragon with the fire-breathing thing is sitting on the gold, going, "Argh, it's mine, Smog." Duck and Pony! They're new!
Ducky from the Duck and Pony shop. She's a brand new dyer and she's debuting with our Phat Fiber box. She doesn't yet have a store, she just has a Facebook page. So if you like her on there, you can contact her to get more of this yarn, or probably soon she's going to have many other yarns. But I love the color she chose for this. Spring green. And the purple in here is so warm and pretty. This is superwash merino in a DK weight. Wanda and Ellen at Fiber Curio and Sundries sent us this super soft and fluffy roving. It is just going to spin up so beautifully, and I think it would be a really fun thing to spin. She calls it Silver Horses Fantasy Roving. It has BFL wool, alpaca, mohair, firestar, silk, and soy silk. I also wanted to mention that Wanda and Ellen are first-time contributors. This month, Garilynn sent us a small flightless dragon. So everybody, like Gary said, she said everybody can use a little dragon companion, and I just thought this was such a cute pattern. She put a couple other pictures on the back of his little side view and back view. Just adorable. And she's still running a buy one get one, so if you send her a message on Ravelry, she will give you an additional pattern with this one.
Small flightless dragon. This thing could fly. I'm betting I could pitch it about 30 feet.
Monica at GloriaPatre sent us these dragon stitch markers. And this one's a little bit larger than the ones in the boxes, and it has a lobster claw, so you could use it for marking the front and back of your knitting or for crochet. Alice at Handmade Hollows sent in a one-eyed, one-horned, flying purple people eater Phat. This has alpaca, merino, tussa silk, sari silk, pygora, soft silk, angelina. If it's luxury, it's in here. Such beautiful fibers and so soft. And that green stripe in there is just going to spin up into something really beautiful. Jenny's Yarn and Jewelry sent us these two really rich green and purple. He said the first is a sample called Mermaid. That's this one. It's 100% superwash merino. And the second one is by inspired by Outlander, Diana Gabaldon's Outlander, and she called it Craignadon. Jill at HipStrings sent us this roving, and this one is Tibetan yak and superfine merino wool. She called it Dragon's Lair, and I love the red in this. I think this is going to be such a fun thing to see how the brown and the red blend up. Kitty Minecraft, Barbara sent us a beautiful 19.5 micron merino yarn and fiber, and they're already listed in her shop, and I just love these combinations. She based them on a painting that she purchased at the Estes Park Wool Market. Sir William, that's the name she gave him, is defending himself from the yarn-breathing dragon.
Sir William the Sheepish.
This month, Laughing Lamb sent us 2 different samples for each of our boxes that they're in. This is a Polworth with Tussa Silk, a 60-40 blend. Really soft and clean and beautiful. And then this is a Shetland Morit wool top. And it has nice chocolatey colors, just a little bit of lighter fibers in there that you can probably see in the video.
Wow. That's a lot of... There's two! They're different colors.
Mama Jude sent us patterns this month, as well as some yarn. This is her Leafy Sea Dragon pattern. And for the super box, she sent in a kit. And this is enough fiber to make 2 dragons. But for everybody else in the sampler box, she sent us the pattern that you can either purchase a kit from her or you can use fibers you already have to make her Leafy Sea Dragon.
This is a kit from Mama Jude. I remember you're the one with the whole Osage orange thing.
Gail at Plum Crazy sent us 100% yak fiber, a very soft luxury fiber that I think would spin up really nicely and be wonderful next to the skin.
Plum Crazy Fiber Art. Yakety yak. Don't talk back.
Jennifer with Queen Conch Rare Breeds sent us 2 different yarns. Most of her stuff is rare or unknown. This one is called Schwarzes Bergschaft, and that's the German term, and also known as German Black Mountain Sheep. Not very fluent in German, but I think the color there is really beautiful. It's a little bit more of a rustic feel. It's still not uncomfortable against my skin, and I'm fairly sensitive to wools. It's got a nice feel to it. This one is called Mountain Medley, and it's got Coburger Fuchshof, which is Coburg fox sheep, and an alpine stone sheep in it. And she sent us a knitted up swatch because she said this one's kind of hard to imagine knitted up. And it's also, I think, fairly soft for a rustic breed. And she's also a first-time contributor. So I'm really excited to see her rare breeds in our box. Rachel from Porpoise Fur sent us a Chevoy fiber inspired by Miriam's Path from the Dragon Riders of Pern. She's got a nice variegation of color on here. Greens, browns, a little bit of a deep burgundy red in there. Super soft, and I think this would be a really fun thing to spin up.
Miriam's Path on Chevoy from the Dragon Riders of Pern. I read those books, Porpoise Fur.
Michelle from Michelle's Assortment sent us a pattern this month called Dragon Tails. I don't know if you can see the way this pattern's going to knit up.
That's a vesty shawly thing.
It's a cowl.
It's a cowl.
Size 10 circular needle and Aran or worsted weight yarn. And then she also sells these little shawl pins that have a dragon on them that would be perfect for this.
I like that. Looks like a lollipop.
Shelley from Seashelly's Fiber Arts sent us these fluffy bats with, let's see, Dorset wool and Firestar. There's oranges and yellows and bright greens, very autumn colors. She called them autumn leaves. Very fluffy. This would be very fun to spin up, very easy to draft out and spin into just about any weight of yarn that you're interested in spinning.
Third Vault Yarns. Sci-fi and fantasy and inspired hand-dyed yarns. This was your wheelhouse, wasn't it?
Lola at Third Vault Yarns wanted to represent Saphira the Dragon from the Aragon, and I had just read the first book in this story finally, so I knew who she was talking about. These varying blues. There's just a touch of brown and purple in there. This is Echo DK weight in her shop, and the base is, it's 100% superwash merino. And Lola also wanted us to know that she's doing a themed yarn club this month in January, and with 3 themes: Doctor Who, Firefly, or a random fandom. So sign-ups are open until the end of January through February. Angelica at Shades of Light sent us this beautiful merino top. It's extra fine in her colorway of Dragon. I don't know if you can see all these colors, but it is such a beautiful colorway. The blues and greens and browns go together so nicely. This is super soft and fluffy to spin.
SMAK Super Fibers.
Sarah, Ariana, and Melissa sent us this yarn. Its colorway is gray and bright. It's a superwash targi with nylon fingering weight yarn. Those colors in there. So pretty. And the gray just helps bounce all the colors off. I really think that'd be fun to knit up. Anne-Marie at Smoky Mountain Fibers sent us Fire Merino Wool Roving. This is a really soft merino, and it's got some pinks, lighter colors, and deep orange. And this is a special dye lot that she did especially for the Phat Fiber sampler. So you'd have to contact her to find out if you can get more of it, but she did it especially for this month's Dragons and Fantasy box.
It smells delicious.
Tara at the Dyeing Arts sent us yarn and fiber again. And she calls this colorway Land of Smog. And she sent fiber as well. The yarn is superwash wool with nylon, and the fiber is Shetland wool. But it's got all that same rich, beautiful colors in there. Tara's also doing a bi-monthly yarn subscription box. So if you go to her website, you can see what kind of subscriptions are available.
What the heck is this thing?
Deborah from Fiberworks sent us several different sizes of these fun little things. She calls them oddballs. And you can use them for many different things. You can use them for dryer balls. You can use them for pin cushions. You can use them for cat toys. They're hard, felted, super soft and fun and sparkly. And they're all different. All the ones that she sent us have different fibers. But I chose this one because I could really see the yarn detail on the outside of the oddball.
Looks like trees all over it. Like there's a dragon in the tree, right?
Kristen at the Woolly Lion sent us this yarn that has lots of really bright oranges and yellow and green. Really many colors that I'm not even naming. She titled it Dragon's Breath, which I thought was really fun.
This dragon's breath is because it ate sherbet. The Yarnicorn! Oh, that's a happy little picture on the card.
Kate at the Yarnicorn sent us this fiber she calls Yarnicorn Fluff. It's a blend of fine merino, mulberry silk, nylon, and stellina. I don't know if you can see the shine in there, but it is super sparkly and beautiful and soft and loose and fluffy. It'd be really fun to spin. This one has gold stellina. She has it also on in her shop. You can buy it with a silver stellina if you like. Diana at Tumbleweed Yarn sent us these two bright and lovely samples. This one she called Sugar Skull. It's got a bright, almost neon pink soft aqua and a pretty teal in there. And this one she called Sorority Girl. It has a lot of beautiful bright pinks and green. Such a nice combination. And these are both 80/20 nylon with merino. Claire at the Hippie Homemaker sent us BFL in the colorway
Airborne Fire Breather, not airborne. That would be like a bonbon.
What I like about BFL is it's got a bit of a shimmer to it. Unlike a lot of wools that are not quite shiny, BFL kind of has just a little bit of a shine to it, when especially once it's spun up. I really think that. Laura and Steph at Wildethyme Art sent us this colorway they call Dreaming Dragon, and it's a beautiful bat with all kinds of wonderful fibers in it. It has merino, cory cross, bamboo, firestar, angelina, and silk noils to give you just a little bit of texture. But look at these colors together. I think this would spin up really nice. You could needle felt with that, you could spin it. Ulrika at Willow Fairy Wool sent us the fiber that she was inspired by Diana Gabaldon's Outlander as well, and she called this tartan. It has alpaca, BFL, merino, and silk. But look at the colors in here. You see those rich browns, the gold, the gray, blue-gray. I would just love to see this spun up. So you see, it's a fantastic box. Thank you for joining us, and I can't wait till you hold these samples in your hands. You're gonna love them.
Dragons and fantasy. Thanks for showing up. Now I'll go back into my hiding place. Samples are smaller?
Mm-hmm.
You want the super box, dude. You definitely want the super box. I want the super box.